Coming to you live from Farmer Dave's World Headquarters here in Drake, Massachusetts, I'm Cassie.
And I'm Stacey.
And we're here to help you
prepare your share.
Crockpot Saag Paneer. This is a snazzy weekend recipe that can be stored well throughout the week, reheated for meals to come.
In a crock pot set on low, you're going to add 2 medium slivered onions, 4 cloves of minced garlic, 2 tablespoons of grated ginger, 2 or 3 chopped tomatoes. You want about a cup. These can also be canned tomatoes if fresh are not available.
And then you're going to add a tablespoon of garam masala, a tablespoon of cumin, 1 teaspoon of salt, cayenne or red pepper flake, start at about a 1/4 teaspoon and adjust. A can of coconut milk or the equivalent amount of vegetable or chicken stock.
You're going to cook it on low for about 3 hours. That will get the aromatics kind of going. Then you're going to add fresh spinach. It could be a combination of spinach, kale, any other green that you have in your refrigerator. It's kind of a clean out the crisper kind of recipe. You're going to make sure that they are destemmed and sliced pretty much into ribbons. That way when you're eating it, you're not going to have an entire piece of green come out. You're going to fill the crock pot really right up to the top. The greens shrink a whole lot. Then once those get mixed in really well, mixed in with the onions, you're going to put the cover on it, and then you're going to cook for about another 2 hours.
At this point, the choice is yours. You can blend it smooth with an immersion blender like we have here, or leave it all chunky with the cubed paneer cheese inside, let it cook another hour, or you can do what we're about to do and add some blended and some chunky.
That in there. Give this a really good mix. So now what winds up happening is you're going to have your chunks in here, but it's also going to have a little bit more of a velvety texture. Serving suggestions that we like with this are ladling it over a basmati rice, just like this. Because you blended part of this, it's got almost like a gravy consistency to go over it. There we go. The other serving suggestion is just putting it in a bowl and getting yourself some naan. Naan is available at the grocery store now. Chop it up, maybe get it a little bit warm, then just use that as a dipper.
Now, paneer is made with cow's milk. Looks like this. You can buy it at an Indian grocer near you or an Asian grocer, or you can use a substitute similar to it. For those who with lactose sensitivity, leave the paneer to the side and substitute some really nice chunks of goat cheese.
I would just recommend adding the goat cheese really once you ladle it out. The goat cheese will completely melt into it. The paneer, once it's really hard, really has a texture of almost a feta. So it doesn't just completely melt and collapse. So you still have a little bit of chew, a little bit of salt. It's very easy to make at home, so if you don't live near an Indian grocer or anything, it uses milk as an ingredient as well as lemon juice, and you heat the milk up on the stove. Once it comes to a soft boil, you add in your lemon juice and you wait for the curds in the whey to separate, and then you filter it. It's not hard to make at all, it just needs to set. We're going to include the recipe for the paneer that we made here on the website so you can have it for yourself.
And that's a wrap.